share with us what this night means to you passing the thing?
Yeah, the Big Dipper, huh? And, amazing, obviously. It's been a long time coming this season, you know, knowing before the year there was only 200-something points, and then there were times where I thought I'm not going to make it, you know, the way the season went with the injury, and then coming off the injury, it was just super slow. And but you know, the last few weeks felt better, and been playing better, and the team obviously has kept looking for me, kept telling me to shoot. So I'm glad it's over with now. Tried to make it happen really the other night, really bad. The atmosphere was amazing. I just couldn't push it over the top. So it was good today to just you know, get it out of the way soon with 2 shots, and it was great.
You plan on catching him, Jay?
Yeah, so the first one they switched, and then they tried to back switch, and before Anthony Davis came up, I had a good look, and then the second one they switched again, and you know, just took my time and faced him up like I've done a million times, and just try to shoot over him. That's what happened. And went in. I was happy. Like I said, the way the other night I couldn't buy one down the stretch, so it was good to just, you know, get it over with in my first 2 shots.
You plan on catching him, Jay?
The assist coming from Luka, the future of the Mavs.
Yeah, so you know, Devin was in my ear pregame. He's like, hey, I don't want you to miss, but go ahead and miss a couple, and so then I can give you the ball. But couldn't wait that long, you know, So. Yeah, I mean, Luka is the future of this franchise, and he's a great passer for his size, and so it worked out great.
It's a monumental accomplishment anywhere, but how much better does it feel for it to come at home?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know really what to expect, obviously, the last few weeks, or it was kind of hard to plan. So this was great, you know, coming home with this homestand, knowing the 2 games, how many points I really needed. So it was perfect, and I'm glad it happened home. Some of my milestones obviously happened on the road, which, like I said, you can't really plan for, but it was great. It was worked out perfect.
Is this milestone rank your career? Where would you rank it?
I mean, you know, anytime you beat some of those legends up there is incredible. I mean, yeah, like I said, Wilt is probably, I mean, during his era, he was the most dominant player this league has ever seen. I mean, nobody has scored 100, nobody scored over 40 average for a whole year. So it's still surreal at times to be up there with some of these names. And but you know, I'm gonna really let that all soak in once my career is over, and show my kids.
Is Jordan next?
I'm sorry?
Is Jordan next?
Yeah, I mean, I wish, but that's, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Are your kids old enough to sort of understand what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, their favorite player, Maxi Kleber, and Dwight, and Salah Mejri, and I asked my son why, and he's like, oh, they dunk a lot. So I obviously grabbed him by the hair, and I put him in front of the TV. I pulled up some old YouTube clips, but I guess it didn't change his mind, unfortunately.
Did he ask why they weren't in high definition?
Yeah, that too.
Wilt obviously predates you. What do you know? I mean, obviously you know about his career and what he accomplished, but what is your frame of reference for who Wilt is in this game?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he dominated his era like nobody else has dominated in his era. So it was obviously a little bit before my time, but everybody knows about Wilt, what he's done, how athletic he was, how big he was, how high he could jump at that height he had, 7'2" or whatever. He's still a freak of nature, and you know, he was just unguardable in that era. And that's why he's up there. And only, I don't know what he played, 13, 14 years, and he's still up there with the best of them. If he would have played a couple more years, he would obviously be number 1 or 2. So that's how dominant he was.
look at the other 7-footers among the all-time leading scorers, Shaq and Wilt obviously are about power and athleticism. Kareem, skyhook, but is a low post player. How do you think you've changed the game for 7-footers with the fact that your jumper was your biggest weapon?
Yeah, I think I came in at the right time. I think where the game was changing a little bit. The game was changing. The league wanted a little more scoring. They wanted a little more movement. In the 90s, there was a lot of weightlifting and the 4s and 5s, and there was a lot of hard fouling going on. And I think the league wanted to change, and I came in at the right time. They put in back down rule. They put in the zone. They just basically forced the teams to do a little more movement, more pick and roll. All the guys now can shoot and spread the floor, and so it was just perfect for me, for my skill set. It was perfect for me to play obviously on the Nelly my first couple of years. Who was probably the only guy at the time who wanted a 7-footer dribbling up the ball and shoot. And, so I'm really thankful that I came into this situation, to the city, and so I just, for me, it couldn't have worked any better. The spot, the coach, and obviously the players that were here with Steve and Mike who supported me, and lots more. So it just worked out well, and now basically anybody can shoot now. Everybody comes in now, 4 to 5s, bring the ball up and shoot, and it's been fun to watch the evolution, obviously, of the league in the last 20 years.
Greg, Coach Carlisle said this was really special because of everything that you've gone through, not just this year, but the last 3 years. Just talk about being able to fight through those injuries to get this accomplishment.
Yeah, this year was extremely tough. I mean, 2-3 years ago, I was the Achilles, or missed some games, but once I came back, I felt actually okay. Last year I almost played 77, 78 games and felt decent, and this year was tough. I thought that the surgery would be great, give me a little more movement in the foot, and it's going to be a great season. And then next thing you know, the tendon was inflamed, and threw me back to 0, and then I had to fight all the way back. And there was obviously times in December, January, where I couldn't really move, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun to compete. I couldn't really help the guys, and had to put in a lot of work on off days. Whether it's conditioning, lifting, just to somehow get back to where I can enjoy the game a little bit. So I feel like the last few weeks have helped. Me playing better and enjoying the game that I love with my teammates.
When you did your career, did you think you could get top 20 all-time scoring list? Did you ever think that was a possibility at some point semi-early in your career? Or did you think
No, not really. That was never really on my mind. In the 20s, we were chasing the championship every year, and we fell short so many times. We really started only paying attention to that later. I think once I passed Larry Legend, I think it was in Orlando. I remember that game. That was sort of the crazy one, and from there, I just kept passing some of these legends that I grew up watching. But in your 20s, you just try to make a name for yourself and be an all-star and trying to win the championship, obviously.
When you debuted in Seattle with 2 points, you didn't think Wilt was in trouble?
Yeah, not really. That was a tough start. My whole rookie year was tough with the lockout season, with my body not being quite NBA ready, and everything was just so new. So just glad that the second year was a lot better, and I think that gave me a lot of confidence that I can make it in this league.
Dirk, during the slow part of the recovery earlier this year, kind of trying to get back to where you felt really comfortable out there, was there a moment where you thought, this is definitely going to be my last season? And over the last 2 weeks, with it being pretty encouraging, how much does that make you think?
Yeah, I mean, as we know, you never want to get too low with the lows and too high with the highs. So yeah, as it was frustrating at times to go through, I try to stay positive and try to stay positive with my teammates and have fun and still interact. Whether it was during weightlifting session or in practices, even though I was frustrated. So I try to push through it and have fun and enjoy my teammates, because you never know how many months I had left. So, but now it's been a lot better. But I still want to see how it is, the rest, and how I feel after the season, and then I think I'm going to make the decision later.
You've heard, I would imagine, from whether it be tweets, texts, phone calls, whatever the case may be, from current players, former players, legends of the game. Is there one that sticks out to you that it was maybe a little more earth-shattering to you that you were hearing from so-and-so?
Honestly, I haven't gotten my phone yet.
I know, not necessarily tonight, but just across 30,000 or.
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing, even this whole year. How many people have come up to me, whether it was teammates or opponents that I've competed against for a long time, whether it was coaching staffs from the other team, whether I'm just walking in the arena on the road and some ushers come to me and take a picture and high-five me and say, "You're a legend, great career." So it's been amazing, the reception and the welcome I get on the road at times. It's been emotional, and so saying all that, I really obviously enjoy it, and enjoy knowing that some people respect what I've done for the league, for the game, and that's obviously makes me a little proud. But I'll be a lot more proud once my career is over and I don't try to chase and compete every day. I think that's when it all really sinks in.